needs time when there's plenty of sunshine. It takes away all that creepiness.
Or an overnight flight that's not a red eye, like a flight that needs to be overnight.
Because it's so long.
Starts in the day.
You're going to Tokyo.
Exactly, where you changing times. Then I don't mind that, but when you go from Cleveland to Newark at 4:30 in the morning.
Whatever it was.
That's what it was. It was just
middle of the night.
Middle of the night, the flight crew couldn't, like Opie said, the flight attendants didn't know who was dropping on the floor.
All right, yeah, I got to get into that.
They're tapping other people.
Let me get into that story.
And the pilot wears their own clothes.
Yeah, they're not even pilot clothes.
So Patrice, the story I'm about to tell you, now it all makes sense because you explained it so eloquently, better than I'm explaining right now. They are day strippers. You're getting not the greatest crew to fly in the middle of the night. So we fly out of Vegas, and I'm out cold because now we've been up close to 24 hours or whatever it would be. I don't know, figure out the time zone and all that crap. But pretty much we've been up a very long time. So surprisingly, in my world, I was able to fall asleep, which I'm amazed because every bump I'm waking up and just creeped out. But I'm out cold. And the last I remember, I was out cold up against the window. My girlfriend was right next to me. She's all bundled in her blanket, and she's got a pillow on my shoulder. So all is well with the world, okay? Flying back to New York.
Love on the red eye.
She's right next to me. I'm out cold. She's sleeping. All is good, right? I am woken up. I don't know if I was sleeping 5 minutes or 2 hours. I have no clue. No clue.
All disoriented.
Yeah, I wake up, I'm completely disoriented, and I got a stewardess in my face in a panic. Obviously, she's part of the B or C team, not the A team, because I think the A team would have handled this a little differently. She shakes me awake, and she's got this panic look on her face. I'm like,
You need to fly the plane.
It might as well have been. Yeah.
You're open. You've worked aboard at a radio station. That's the closest we've got to someone that knows how to fly this plane.
You have flying experience? No. And then she goes on to the next person, just shaking everyone awake.
Shake them.
So I'm awoken by this stewardess in a complete panic, and she's just shaking me, and I'm looking her right in the eye, and she goes, "Was your girlfriend just sitting here?" And I turn, and remember, all I remember was me all snuggled up next to the window. My girl is on my shoulder. All is well with the world. Now she wakes me up in a complete panic and goes, "Was your girlfriend sitting right there?" I go, "Yeah."
Now you're thinking, what, she jumped?
That's what I was going to say. The first thing you think is you're waiting for the air that's pushing your face against the back of the chair.
Yeah.
Because the door's open.
Right.
And she's informing you your girl just jumped out of the goddamn
Or some kind of Goldfinger thing happened where the window got blown out and she just got sucked right out.
And she's stuck on the back end.
Yeah.
And the only way we can keep flying is she stays on the window.
Was she here?
So, dude, middle of the night, all lights are off except some ass that has to catch up on his reading at 4 a.m. And so now I see an empty seat. Start the Twilight Zone moment here. I'm like, what the F? She goes, was she taking any medication? I go, no, not that I know of.
Now you're thinking, yeah, she went crazy and jumped out a window.
But now I'm thinking right away, where is she?
But she's staying. Okay, this is the thing about dramatic people.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you go, wake up for a second. Is everything a mystery building up like this thing is really causing you to actually panic more?
Of course.
Like she's like, oh my God, is your girlfriend there? It's like, what?
Yeah.
Does she take medication? Like she's putting things in your head so that you can start imagining your girlfriend.
Is there any way she could have gotten a gun on the plane? Like you're waiting for that stuff to start coming out of her mouth.
Right.
What the hell?
Right. So
she's seeing men on the wing.
And keep in mind, up almost 24 hours, flying in the middle of the night, which is a creepy time to begin with. She's in a complete panic, the stewardess. Was she sitting there? I look, empty seat, just a little pillow askew on the seat. I'm like, what the F? Right? And she goes, was she on any medication? I said, not that I know of.
What are you doing now? Are you standing up? Are you still
Dude, I'm still trying to, I'm trying to digest everything that's going on because I was out cold.
Got to wrap your mind around it. It's bad enough to wake up to, on those flights, it's bad enough to be nudged, woken up and going, do you want a cookie?
Yeah.
Like that gets you like, what cookie? What type? Is it chocolate chip or oatmeal? You freak out out at that. Never mind. Did you have a girlfriend sitting here? She's not turning up on our roster of passengers. She never existed.
I just want to let you know she never existed. What?
Yeah.
I thought,
Flight plan.
but
It's
she
like
was
flight
here.
plan.
Flight plan, yeah.
My daughter, I don't know.
No, she was never here.
You
Sorry.
see my girlfriend? I don't know.
No.
Everything from thinking, that I'm realizing my girlfriend's actually an alien and decided to go back to her home planet. I'm like,
And you know something? That's a viable option at that point.
It's a note she wrote in her language.
Yeah, right.
It's a Stargate map to where she lives. If you want to come, you just...
But that's completely reasonable when you're just shocked awake at 35,000 feet.
Right. In the middle of, Idaho, wherever the hell
She
we
went
were.
back to Glorock 12.
Yeah.
Glorock.
So,
It's my Millennium Galaxy. Galaxy, my way away.
so it gets better.
Funny, man.
It actually gets better. So, woken up from a solid sleep, girlfriend completely gone, Stewardess in a complete panic. Her arms are still around me that she used to shake me violently awake.
Shook you awake. Nice.
Was she on medication? She's looking me in the eye. Was she on medication? I'm like, no, not that I know of. And then she goes, you better come with me.
Oh, no.
I'm like, what?
Where are we going?
Where
There's
are we
only
going?
so many places to go on a plane. And where we're going is going to look exactly like where we are now.
Right.
So there must be a problem somewhere else on this aircraft.
Like, where the hell is she? Did she go to the back of the plane? Is she in the cockpit? Did she decide she's a stewardess and went crazy? I don't know.
Was there ever any moment where you thought anything bad of her? Like, she's in the back sleeping with a guy in row 12.
Yeah, right. Oh, my God.
Right.
This hoe is kissing somebody in the back.
Yeah, right?
Mile High Club and you're not even involved.
Sir, is your girlfriend faithful, you think? What?
Oh, no, wait, what?
Everything was worried about. It was nothing where you go.
Yeah.
There was no point where you go, what is she doing?
You can run the gamut of problems and not one of them can be canceled out. Like anything is open. And it was, and by the way, it was a 737, relatively small aircraft. So it's not like, where is she? Is she up in the lounge of the 747? Or one of those double-decker Airbuses,
Just four, first class seats or something?
Yeah, there's like four rows up front,
or whatever,
and then, a few in the back, and so she can't go anywhere.
So we're up to the point where the stewardess goes, you better come with me. Now I'm like, wow, there's something serious going on.
How long would you say from the time you woke up to the time you better come with me had went by?
It couldn't have been more than a second and a half. That's the panic the stewardess had.
She got all that out.
Shook me. Was she sitting here? Medication. Better come with me. All within, I would say, a second and a half. So now I stumble up. I'm banging into people, and I go to the front of the plane with the stewardess, right? And all of a sudden, this is what I see. And remember, I swear I've only been awake for a matter of seconds.
Still rubbing crusties out of your eyes.
I see a girl completely out cold on her back, where they make your coffee and your meals.
The forward galley.
Out cold on her back, arms out to her sides, like in the Jesus Christ position.
So it's your girl?
Dude, because I'm barely awake, I have no doubt it's my girlfriend.
It's because
I have no doubt.
Your mind ain't working.
Well, my mind's not working, and the stewardess set me up. That something horrific happened to your girlfriend. I see the empty seat. I'm like,
Did she have the basic physical attributes?
Oh my God, my girl is dead and she's fat now. My girlfriend got high cholesterol, she had a heart attack.
How did you feed her?
Stealing Twinkies? Oh God, no.
So, this girl is out cold, looks dead, ashen. Is that a good word to use? I mean, she is not the color of a human being.
Zombie
completely
white.
out on her back. Completely out on her back.
What color's her hair?
Well, after I woke up, I realized that this girl's hair was...
She was a black woman with a big afro.
Kind of reddish with a little brown in it, which is a little different than...
She was a midget with one leg and...
But listen,
you don't even think that though. In that situation,
Patrice, you know what? You're 100% right.
All you see is a girl on the ground, and you think, "Uh-oh."
Right, dude.
My beautiful girlfriend died, And then she turned into an ugly witch.
But that was
she was from Oz.
But look, man, the stewardess set me up, wakes me up. There's an empty seat where I knew she was. We're on a plane. I'm like, what are the odds that this dope doesn't know what she's talking about?
Especially
run to the front of the plane. Here's a girl completely out, ash and white. I'm like, maybe I don't recognize her because she's dead.
Yeah, dead. This is what happens when you die.
Seriously, I've seen dead people, unfortunately, and you don't look the same as you did alive.
Not on a plane, but. And the whole
plane.
thing in the front of the plane is where the flight attendants are and stuff. They should know. That should be the place that they know everything that's going on.
Right.
That little area where they just hang out. You can understand if it's like halfway through the plane or something happens, they'd be a little confused. But it's right where they hang out. That's their office in the sky.
Can I ask you another question? This is a fascinating story, man. Was there any other people around this dead body that was doing something as this other woman, was it all right,
no,
oh my God, I think she was sitting in 4B.
Yeah.
Go get the man.
No. This girl fell down seconds before the stewardess woke me up. It all just was happening in the moment.
It was just a dead woman by herself and with the cornflakes on.
With one stewardess already on her knees, trying to figure out what to do, right, okay. And the other stewardess deciding that it was my girlfriend and I need to be on the scene immediately because she might want to say, goodbye to you. She might have a final message. Oof. I'm not kidding, dude. That's the feeling I got.
Buckle your seatbelt.
So now I'm looking at this girl that
get a refund.
In my mind, yeah.
Voucher.
I'm looking at this girl.
Upgrade. Boom.
So at this point, I'm looking at this girl that looks like she could be on her last breath, could be dead. They already said it's my girlfriend. I'm like, I'm ready to go into holy ass complete panic mode. Mm-hmm. Start screaming, somebody do something!
We gotta land this plane.
I'm ready to go into whatever you have to say and do.
Something's missing from the story, too. I really wish we could get Opie's what he really did. A tear was coming.
No, dude, honestly, come on, we're pretty honest in the show. It was all just happening. And
panic.
I'm not kidding. Just when I was about to, drop to my knees and go into holy-ass panic mode, the bathroom door opens up, and there's Lindsay. And I'm like,
hey, what's happening?
And I'm like, my brain cannot digest what's going on at this point. I'm like, what the? And now, I swear, because I just woke up, it's key to the story that this whole thing went down in less than 5 seconds at this point.
Hope you had a nice Arnold.
My stupid brain at this point goes, is that her spirit? Is that?
That's what happens when you die. You go to an airliner bathroom.
I'm like, is she now an angel saying goodbye to me or something? Because this all just happened. She just died, and here's her spirit lifting out of her body, and I guess she had to relieve herself before she went to heaven.
Death Flight, a Quinn Martin production.
Was there a guy behind her making a clay pot with her?
So she walks out of the bathroom at the moment I'm ready to go into holy-ass panic mode.
Oh,
now, immediately I'm thinking she's an angel and she just stepped out of her body. And then I finally was able to figure out what was going on. I'm like, oh, my God, it's not her.
A case of mistaken identity at 35,000 feet. A Quinn Martin production.
She walks out of the bathroom. And I'm like, what?
Which goes to show you the red-eye staff did not see your girl get up and walk to the bathroom and be in there as a fat woman passed out.
And the stupid tape they play before you take off talking about their highly trained staff or whatever.
You'll be flying with some of the best people in the business.
Yeah.
Really?
His girl didn't peek out the captain's, hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.
What's happening? I was just chilling up here.
Right.
I don't know. Pressing some buttons.
Hey, there's a comfortable seat here. This guy, I was just chilling.
And this just goes to show you what we're all about. I truly believe I'm not the only one that would do this. So Lindsay walks out of the bathroom. I realize it's not a ghost or her spirit or her as an angel saying goodbye before she has to now, go up to heaven.
Thanks for, the 35,000 feet. I don't have to go now.
I don't have to go as far.
I don't have to fly that with my new angel wings. Right. I got a little head start. You can just drop me off right here.
So I grab her hand, I go, and I just walk back to my seat, not giving a crap about this person anymore.
Step over the body on the floor.
I absolutely did.
Wait a minute, but just for still in the air karma purposes, you didn't rub the lady's hair and go, my God, get well, and just go away and try to keep to keep the plane in the air?
At this point, I didn't want to know her name. I didn't know what was wrong. I didn't want to know what was wrong with her.
You just look at your watch and go, how much more sleep can I get?
Matter of fact, not even an interest enough to find out whatever happened to her. Could give a flying F. Go back.
And your girl's like, what happened? You're like, this lady up here was dead and I thought it was you.
Go back to my seat. And then the plane's in panic mode. Did this wake you up, by the way?
I was just going to say that. I slept.
You were on the plane during the death of his girl?
I was right next to him. I was like right across the aisle from this whole thing that was going on, a little in front of me. I was so asleep that all I heard, and I remember this, I just kind of opened one eye and I heard a flight attendant go, "Do we have a doctor or an EMT on board the plane? Please come to the front of the aircraft."
Dude.
And I looked over. I saw my girl was next to me. I looked at me. I was fine. So I went right back to sleep.
Opie's girl was missing, and you said,
I didn't care. I did not care. And I'm thinking, if you need a doctor or an EMT on an airplane, it's probably something serious. I'm fine. My seat's fine. My little space at 35,000 feet was okay.
So
back to sleep.
And now that I saw that Lindsay was all right, I didn't care. I'm like, dead girl, they'll figure it out. So just like every movie, they're like, is there a doctor on board? Any nurses, doctors, EMTs? And then just a sea of doctors. It's nice to know there's a lot of doctors on the flight, I guess.
It sucked to be a doctor. It's like, I just wanted to fly.
And you can see these doctors were woken up. They're all like disheveled. And all I know is because I honestly didn't care. She laid on that floor, that woman, for, I don't know. I asked Lindsay later on. She said at least an hour, 2 hours she laid on that floor. They finally got her up, got her to her seat, and there was an ambulance waiting when we touched down in Cleveland.
When we pulled up to the gate, there were all kinds of flashing lights at the gate. And then we pulled in, and usually they take the sick person out first. We're all grabbing our crap out of the overheads and dragging them.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't care. We got off the plane, and later on we heard something about her stomach?
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't know either. I heard a rumor.
Well, I slept through the whole thing. This is the first time I'm hearing that they made the announcement about the doctor.
Oh, you don't even know?
What the lady woke me up to bring my seat up because they had to get like the medical kit behind my
It's behind your seat?
And then they had like these big garbage bags, so I guess she got sick on herself and she had to change or whatever. I slept through the whole thing.
You're damn near a U.S. Air Marshal type of dude.
Yeah, and he's just snoring
away.
So this is the first I'm hearing of the doctor announcement. I slept right through.
Oh, yeah, man. And then there was like this commotion, and I didn't care. Now I'm just sitting in the seat. I'm glad she's okay. And I remember thinking to myself, this woman, because she passed out on this plane, we're not going to make it to Cleveland. That's what I was thinking. That they're going to find the nearest airport
somewhere else.
I'm like, son of
inconvenience us.
Is there a man on the plane who can protect us in case someone attacks us?
No.
Is there a trained professional bodyguard on the plane?
All right, listen. It was an amazing flight. But, Patrice set it up perfectly because I never thought of it that way. Yeah. You're not getting the A crew. You're getting, like, the day strippers pretty much.
You're pretty lucky when those wheels hit the ground.
Yeah, go to your local strip club at, 1 in the afternoon and see what's dancing there.
Yeah.
Same crap is going on with the airline industry. And just to finish the story, it's a quickie. So then when everything kind of calms down, the stewardess who just put me in this complete panic, like I've never panicked before in my life, goes, "Sorry, hon, I hope I didn't scare you." And I go, so I just went, I put both arms up. I go, "Don't even effing talk to me." Didn't want to hear it, didn't want to look at her.
Hey, Warriors, Sorry about that.
Sorry, babies.
Sorry, babies.
Hope you got back to Long Island. Where was they
Sorry
getting back to
about that.
Sorry, babies.
That's what Opie got.
Good traveling.
Yeah.
Like she was Ethel, the waitress at the truck stop.
Yeah.
Sorry, honey. Wrong pancakes. I know you asked for blueberry, but I brought you walnuts. You ain't allergic, are you?
I'm going to bring you the right ones right away.
I ain't even going to charge you for.
Sorry, baby, your girlfriend's dead.
Sorry, Opie.
So obviously, obviously we figured out after the fact, you know, Lindsay got up to go to the bathroom, and this girl must have pretty much been right behind her, maybe going to the bathroom. Obviously, she was going to the bathroom as well.
Oops.
Lindsay goes in. I guess the stewardess was turning around making coffee or something. I don't know. And then, boom,
When
passes
the old
out.
switcheroo happened.
The old switcheroo. And you're on a plane. It's not like you're at a concert or something where there's
Pretty easy to find.
where there's a million different possibilities. There's not many possibilities when you're on a plane and all of a sudden you turn and there's an empty seat.
And especially if there's the occupied thing on the bathroom, perhaps the first thing you want to do is knock on that bathroom door, see who's in there, so as not to panic another passenger.
Mm-hmm.
Or panic like Fan is right now to get the break.
Oh, I know. He's freaking.
Excuse me, sir.
All right. Excuse me, sir. Have you seen our commercial break? It was sitting right here next to you, and apparently it's not here. It was supposed to be here about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, my God. Fan is starting to take my concentration away. Hovering around because he can't say, hey, look, Opie, throw the brake, sucker. So he's floating around me. I'm like, brake, nigga.
Oh,
He's freaking out.
do they dump out of that?
No, who knows?
Oh, jeez.
Al, don't dump out of that. A
Come
black
on,
guy
Al.
said it.
Gee whiz.
Black people are still allowed to say that word, Al. All right, Patrice O'Neal in today. Our phone number, 1-866-313-FREE. Give us a call. We got a guy on the line. Guy next to me on flight in 1999 died.
Ooh.
Make sure he doesn't go anywhere. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hear what everyone else is talking about. O&A Uncut and Live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The virus is spreading. Opie and Anthony!
We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show.